of sea and sand. Now break down the acronym like you in class. Oh, they're selling the whole country. Ooh, they're selling Now I never been down with no OPP. I talking about selling our people's property. Y'all know who doing it, so don't round me out. Don't send no police round me and tell me shush my mouth. Where's our conviction? But where's our pride? We selling everything, selling our backside. Just go online, it'll make you sick. You can buy any island, just point and click. See, they're selling our country, yes, they're selling our land. They're selling our archipelago of sea and sand. Now break down the acronym like you in class. Oh, they're selling the whole country. Ooh, they're selling Hey, hey. Ride him. My mother always say, when you find a donkey, ride it. Who's donkey? Man, come on. We got a whole nation in 73. Now we getting back the whole country. What kind of fools we must be, selling out for a bag of rice and a cup of tea. You know what does bug me? Help me understand. I can't find piece of property for under 80 grand, but I can fix this. I know what to do. I can squat just like them other people try make me do. See, they're selling our country, yes, they're selling our land. They're selling our archipelago of sea and sand. Now break down the acronym like you in class. Oh, they're selling the whole country. Ooh, they're selling They're selling our country. They're selling our land. They're selling our archipelago of sea and sand. Now break down the acronym like you in class. Oh, they're selling the whole country. Ooh, they're selling Everybody sells some every day. Giddy up, giddy up. Come on. Oh, donkey. Let's go. Who's the donkey again? They're selling one island. They won't keep. What can be left for you and me? Is this the example? What's our kids to do? You want them have a sense of pride, or go selling too? Cause they're selling our country, yes, they're selling our land. They're selling our archipelago of sea and sand. Now break down the acronym like you in class. Oh, they're selling the whole country. Ooh, they're selling They're selling our country, yes, they're selling our land. They're selling our archipelago of sea and sand. Now break down the acronym like you in class. Oh, they're selling our whole country. Ooh, they're selling They're selling our country, yes man. They're selling our land. They're selling our archipelago of sea and sand. Now break down the acronym like you in class. Oh, they're selling our whole country. Ooh, they're selling They're selling our country, yes, yes. They're selling our land. They're selling our archipelago of sea and sand. Now break down the acronym like you in class. Oh, they're selling the whole country. Ooh, they're selling
Whoa, girls, we out doing
Zak Pase! Zak Pase! Let me just say that I have always been a part of this community. And there's no accident I know how to do all the dancing. Because I always be and share with you. Because you are me and I am you.
Yes, sir.
And I'll be here with you always. And those who knew me from the past and know me now, they always knew that I was there and always been there for you. I don't call you all, no, you all are not Haitians, Bahamians. You are Bahamian, and your origin is Haitian. Mine too, and many of us. We have to stay apart for now so we can be together later. In long now.
Are you all ready and willing to go?
For being here. In closing, I would just like the Bahamian people to know that the people from Hispaniola West are becoming an existential threat to us. They're interfering with our country, our culture, and our ideology. You have Mr. Louis Georges telling Lincoln the other day he wanted to be prime minister. You have a gentleman who is a Haitian from Abaco, call him Big Move, saying he control Abaco, Louis controlling Nassau, and Johnny Canoe controlling Eleuthera. Then you have the lady with the voice note singing a song, we started on a boat, now we here. The whole team here, but Brave Davis is a part of that team too. Because now she said the whole team here. Huh? You have Fred Smith.
They come to take over.
You got Fred Smith making the comment that he sees no problem with Bahamians of Haitian descent organizing to form political parties, insisting that the country is on its way to this group of society emerging as parliamentary leaders. Well, it can't happen because they ain't no citizen. They ain't no citizen. They could forget that dream. They could forget that dream. They are not citizens. And one last thing I want to show you. Let me show you how complicit the Philip Brave Davis government is, along with Fred Mitchell, Keith Bell, and others. Okay? These are the 17 countries that do not allow renunciation of citizenship. We read this before, but it's worth repeating. Morocco, Argentina, Costa Rica, Dominican Republic, Ecuador, Guatemala, Haiti. I want to stop there. It's 17 in total. Mr. McKinney, this document say Haiti can't renounce. I'm going to show you something right now, just for you to verify it. You have Mr. Michael E.R. Jean Baptiste, a consulate at the Haitian embassy, giving out renunciation letter from a country with can't renounce. Where he getting these letters from? Haiti Parliament stopped that from May 9th, 2011. It was enforced on June 19, 2012, after being posted in the Huffington Post under jurist. He's a criminal. Criminal. But dying the bad part, the Bahamas government at the Department of Immigration is accepting that renunciation letter and still giving the people citizenship, knowing that they can't renounce. I tell you, this is an organized crime, bro. Show me in any history book any government who assisting foreign nationals to take over its own country. This is the worst crime in the past half a century. Watergate is a joke to this. Oh, you ain't believe me?
I'm just stunned. You dead right.
What government is assist foreign nationals to take a country over? and to displace its own people. Gentrification. Which government?
Nobody.
Find that history book. And I must listen to them, and I must support them. Bahamians, let's take our country. They can't take, I was telling you a long time, they can't take this country lawfully. That Bahama, anytime you see now their pictures in the paper, know that the Chief Justice says that the law that they're using is a lacuna.
Don't exist. There's a gap in the law. He said so. Our Chief Justice said so. We're proud of him. Anyway, we're in our show today. Stevie, you wanted to say something? Okay. Because, you might as well. You might as well, because, I mean,
You say which government would allow its own country to be taken over?
That's the question, Stevie.
Well, the kind who say, I is one of you.
Oh,
you is
that
one
one,
of me.
yeah, that's true.
Infiltration, I say. Penetration.
Anyway, we better roll them drums so we can go home. Time to go home, man.
Good afternoon. Looks like you're still there. Our system got entirely knocked out. We hope that you can see us. All right. So the system went down completely a second ago. So please excuse us. Whenever you see this kind of important live, especially now that the government knows exactly what I'm going to be talking about, can you hear me? Let's make sure you can hear me. I'm still seeing the messages that you can't hear me, but the messages I know are delayed. You can hear and see. Okay, perfect. We're back up. All right. So we humbly apologize for that little interruption. Now you're going to come to a scratchy sound. Is okay? Okay. Y'all be my producers, and you make sure that you can hear this properly, because this needs to be done properly. What happens is the Ministry of National Security is able to affect social media broadcasts, And so you will see that happening. They're not going to share this live, so you have to share this. They're going to block this. Facebook is not going to share this live. You won't get notifications. Out about the 34,000 people that are following me, maybe about 100 is going to get the notifications. So make sure you share this live because the media is going to cover this. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get straight to it today because I am so angered right now. I'm to the point where I'm ready to hit Bay Street and throw everybody out of the House of Parliament out the window politically. Ladies and gentlemen, last week we brought you a sting operation where one of the culprits who is doing the undercover illegal immigration stuff and getting these people their papers, work permits, etc., confessed and admitted to what he's doing. Not one immigration officer spoke to him. He's still walking the streets. Not one police officer spoke to him. He's still walking the streets, and he is still doing what he was doing before because the PLP is in power. Ladies and gentlemen, this week it gets worse. Another patriot was able to get us direct information about Keith Bell himself. Another Bahamian patriot. I want to thank all the brave patriots who are doing what they can to make this happen. Someone says still no sound. I don't know if that's a delayed message. You may have to go out and come back in. Listen to me. Right now, I'm angry at what I saw in this recording. I am angry. Someone tagged Keith Bell. Someone tagged Eyewitness News. Someone tagged all of these news stations. We're going to see if they cover this. But as Bahamian people, we need to cover this. And if this doesn't make you angry, nothing will. We need to pack up and just leave, which is what's starting to happen, and just turn this country over. But I'm not doing that. I'm going to be the lone Bahamian patriot here fighting for this country if I have to, this country that I love. We can't give up on this one good country that we have. Bahamians, what you are about to hear is sickening and disturbing. And based on what we're about to hear, we call for the immediate resignation of the Minister of Immigration, Keith Bell. In fact, we call for him to be fired, not for him to resign. I correct myself. He must be fired immediately. Immediately. We also call for the immediate prorogation of Parliament and for Parliament to be dissolved and for us to go back to an election. We need a new mandate. You know, I was having conversations behind the scenes with persons like Blackmail and others who are doing a phenomenal job in educating the Bahamian people, because I can't do all of this myself. But different people have to focus on different things, because I can't focus on everything. There's so much corruption happening. It's going to take all of us to get on board to make this happen. I told Blackmail, I said, I'm waiting for the smoking gun. You got to get the smoking gun, and then you can go after them. This, ladies and gentlemen, today is the smoking gun. Make sure all your family and friends on there, you call them, you get them on the phone, you get them on here. Because this is serious. I'm supposed to be talking about carbon credits today, because we got to roll up the carbon credits. There's a lot I want to talk about with that, and I'll get to it at the end of this show if I can. But this is going to be a call-in show. I'm going to let you call in and talk. And then BPL. There are facts on BPL. And I'm supposed to get to the fact that the price of oil is going down, but the fuel surcharge is going up at BPL, and no one is paying attention to that. These people are raping and robbing us constantly, robbing us blind, and we're just sitting down and letting it happen. What kind of people are we? Who are we? We are not the Bahamians of the Pitlin era. We are not the Bahamians of the Milo Butler era. The cost of fuel has gone down tremendously. And they are increasing our fuel surcharge. They're increasing NIB when the reason NIB is insolvent is because they've been squandering the money and stealing it. What manner of people are we? The aim is let's come together and fight for our country. There's a lot to talk about today. Y'all spend the day with me. Ladies and gentlemen, Keith Bell, based on the words I heard him say in this message, Keith Bell, you are a criminal. Keith Bell, that's my opinion of you, and I do not say allegedly. Keith Bell, you are a criminal. It's my opinion of what I heard. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get straight to it. Grab your children, grab your family, grab your friends, and I want you to listen to the words of Keith Bell himself. We put some text over it so that you can understand some of what is being said, but I'm going to introduce it now. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday, Keith Bell attended a funeral as politicians normally do. This was a funeral for a Haitian national. And this is a well-known Haitian national. He's a very close friend of Louis George's. He follows Louis George's everywhere. He's almost like Louis George's partner in crime. He is a Haitian national, and he died. He had, I think it was a kidney problem, and he died. And they had a funeral for him. And Keith Bell attended this funeral. Now, there's nothing wrong with attending a funeral, but what happened at that funeral is historic. Criminal beyond measure. Let me tell you what happened at that funeral. At the funeral, Keith Bell was called up to speak, as politicians many times are. And Keith Bell asked everyone there to not use any recording devices, don't take any video, anything, because of what he is about to do. He asked them to make sure that no one was recording or doing any video. He explained that Louis George's friend, was dying, and he was trying to get his citizenship, and he, sped up the process to make sure he got his citizenship before he died. And he did him that favor. But he wanted him to live a little bit longer so that he could get citizenship for his wife and kids. But he died before they could apply, apparently. So what he decided to do as a minister of immigration was go to the funeral, and he told them, no one recording, no one taking any video, because he's about to give citizenship to the wife and children right here, right now. At the funeral, he said that what he's about to do is unorthodox. In fact, he said that the law does not allow him to do what he's about to do, and you're going to hear this from his own mouth. He said, but he's doing it anyway. And he did it in the name of Philip Grave Davis and the cabinet. You're going to hear this from his mouth. And he immediately swore in the wife. He said the children won't have to pay. The wife, the adults, will have to pay. But he immediately swore her in. Let them sing the national anthem, the pledge. And made her welcome her as a citizen of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas at a funeral in the church. Keith Bell, how much money did you get to sell this country out? Well, were you paid? Are you being paid to sell this country? What in the hell is going on in our country? And how is it that Bahamians are sitting down and letting this happen? Now, the most shocking thing about this whole thing is that there were Haitian nationals there who were disgusted at witnessing this. And they recorded it. And they called me. The Haitians are begging and saying, Lincoln, y'all don't know what is going on in your country. Corruption destroyed Haiti. And now it is destroying the Bahamas. It's happening right in front of y'all, and y'all can't see it. And Bahamians are just sitting down. The Haitians recorded it and said, Lincoln, this has to stop. You got to fight for your Bahamas. The Haitians said, Lincoln, you don't know what is coming. The Haitian said, y'all better stand up and fight for y'all one country. Because that same corruption is what destroyed Haiti. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to listen to the words of evil, of this corrupt, evil, demonic, wicked man, the Minister of Immigration, who is selling this country out. This is not my words. This is him. The Haitians said enough is enough. Them in their Haitian church recorded it. It's a Haitian church where they speak Creole. They have to have an interpreter. But they have to have an interpreter. You had an interpreter, the pastor's interpreting what Keith Bell is saying. This Frank Racine. This is his funeral. Frank Racine. This is his funeral. It's the booklet. This is him. The Haitian national. He died. Condolences. It's always sad when someone dies. But Keith Bell went to the funeral and made his wife and children citizens of Bahamas. No publishing in the paper. Probably no application. He needs to explain to us what happened here. Nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, we need an election now. This is the dishonorable, decrepit, traitor, treasonous Keith Bell.
I saw that my way, the message was promised by say my family getting treatment for the private gave one more. What I'm about to do is unorthodox. Some of my fair lands have indeed the unorthodox. I want.
As you can hear, he said what he is about to do is unorthodox. This is him talking in front of the church. What he is about to do is unorthodox. In other words, it's unlawful. And he should not be doing it. But he's doing it for them because, ça passe, they will be there for them. They will love them. They are one of them.
This race I want you to build up a little bit of strength, like Mark Justelman, my young Moxie, a church I asked for your support. The Macmadon English to call Nasa as I'm about to bestow citizenship. Passing my eyes to my
He asked her to have a little bit of strength, and he asked the church to support Ms. Racine as he is about to bestow citizenship on her. He said it's unorthodox. I'll continue.
Mamadi, madame, avec from the petite bibliothèque. Mamado, s'il vous plaît, pour nous. Testimonial is Nehemiah. Children don't have to take the oath. Testimonial va lui sermenter, but adults have to take the oath. Mais grand monde lui sermenter. Tracy, you repeat after me and say I and your full name. I, full name. Do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to King Charles III, King of the Bahamas, his heirs and successors, according to law, and that I will faithfully observe the laws of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. So help me God. La loi does not allow me to dispense with any part of what I'm doing. And so we will now sing the national anthem. One, two, three. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. And the children, it's Imundio on behalf of the Honorable Prime et de la part des ministres, du cabinet, and behaviors everywhere, et tout pays, tout partout. I welcome you. Nous tout bienvenue as new citizens comme nouveaux citoyens de Bahamas. I will now present you your certificate from your Mambau certificate I end by saying in Pinibum Zikosa that Frank is now resting in peace. Amen.
If that right there don't make you angry, you don't deserve to have this country. They are doing this right in your face. He literally gave the woman a certificate right there, and then he introduced her. He said, on behalf of the Prime Minister and the cabinet. And notice what he said, the law doesn't allow him to do this. The computer keeps crashing. I want to hear the last piece one more time.
What is that? I pledge my allegiance. I pledge my allegiance. Thank you very much. Merci. And the children, it's in Mundio on behalf of the Frank, the Papa, the minister, the cabinet, the cabinet, and behaviors everywhere. Et tout pays, tout partout. I welcome you. Nous tout bienvenue as new citizens comme nouveaux citoyens de Bahamas. From your Mambau certificate I end by saying in Pinibum Zikosa that Frank is now resting in peace. Amen.
Something happened. Okay, look like you back up. So a lot of people got hit off. It looks like we're back up. I'm not 100% sure. I'm trying to play the live, but it's not doing. Angry right now. I've never been so angry again. Ladies and gentlemen, our software is being attacked. I don't know exactly what's going on. We're trying to resolve that. I don't know if you can hear me or not. But our software is being attacked. I'm trying to get on somewhere else on a different internet. Listen, I don't care what they do. I don't care what they say. I don't care how much they attack us. We're going to keep going. All right. You can hear me? Okay, perfect. Electricity off in the Gallatin Carmichael Road area. Okay. Okay, everyone says they can hear me again. Okay, seems like it's back up. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I am furious. Prime Minister, who has to trying to play the last part. I want you to hear it again, but it's not playing.
I do the pledge of the I Thank you very much, Your Excellency. And the children, it's in Mundio on behalf of the Honorable Prime. The Papa, the William Minister, the Cabinet, the Cabinet, and behaviors everywhere. Et tout pays, tout partout, et welcome you. Nous, tout bienvenue, as the biggest citizens, comme nouveaux citoyens de Bahamas.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Our broadcast is being attacked, and so you should be able to hear me now. Our whole system is frozen. But again, we're on YouTube. We're on a lot of different systems at one time. We don't know if you can hear us properly now. There's a lot more of us to show you. But this is what the government does when they are afraid. They're attacking us. All right? And so just want you to know that that is exactly what is happening. So I'm not able to see anything that you're doing, and I hope that you can see us. So I'm just going to run a quick test and see. Just give me a sec to run a quick test. We got a lot more to talk about. You're going to quick test and see how you are seeing us. Because I can't see your comments, I can't see anything. They blocked everything right now. I don't understand why these politicians are so petty and disgusting. Let me just run this one sec. Let's open it. Okay. Okay, you can see and hear me. Okay. And that's from this free hand. That's from this free hand. Okay, I couldn't see your comments. I couldn't see anything that's going on because they really mashed up the software that we're using. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, what you just witnessed is treason. What you just witnessed is treason. I can't call it anything else. I can't pretty it up in any way. It is treason. So let's talk about, I think we need to arrange go to the office of the Prime Minister again. Where do you prefer to go, Bahamas? Do you prefer to go to the House of Parliament or to the office of the Prime Minister? You let me know. Or just leave it alone. Just let me know what y'all want to do. Because I'm gonna immediately send out a press statement, a press release with reference to this. As soon as this live is finished. The man openly said that what he is doing, the law does not allow him to do it, but he's doing it anyway. Let's sing the national anthem, he said. I'm going to release that entire video you just saw. I'm going to release that on my Facebook page and on social media all over WhatsApp. So make sure you get it from one of your family and friends if you're not there. This is Parliament. Parliament. Everyone is saying Parliament. Parliament. ASAP. Parliament. Okay? Everyone is saying Parliament. The House. Parliament. Okay. Well, if the Immigrants are ready to go to Parliament, I'm ready to go to Parliament. Parliament is happening on Wednesday. I think it's time to go to Parliament. We need to see this minister walk into our house. Is the Prime Minister in town? Is the Prime Minister in town? That's the first question. Everyone is saying Parliament. Y'all ready to go to Parliament? We need thousands of people at Parliament. We need thousands of people. We need you to take the day off. We need you to call in sick. We need you to just not go to work. What this man just did, in any country, he would have been arrested. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a clarion call for all Bahamians. What the Minister of Immigration just did in any other country, he would have been arrested. If he did that so publicly, imagine what they are doing behind closed doors. We need to call, we need to demand the resignation. And if enough of you come to Parliament, you're going to demand that the House is prorogued. Bahamians, if you're all scared and you all want this country to just go away, and they continue to do what they're doing, then you're going to show me. But we go into Parliament. We go into Parliament. We got to go. We got to go. We need to see these corrupt, evil dogs who are selling this country out. Keith, I'm coming to see you. Brave Davis, we're coming to see you. There is a procedure for getting citizenship in this country. For those of you who just tuned in, Keith Bell went to the funeral of one of Louis George's associates, one of Keith Bell's friends too. Louis George's close friend, always up and down behind Louis George's. Now, the person was dying, and they, Keith Bell at the funeral, they said that he sped up the process for him to get his citizenship so that he could get it before he died. He could die Bahamian. Okay. But at the funeral, when they brought Keith Bell up to talk, Keith Bell told everyone, everyone shut off your phones, no recording, no audio, nothing, no video, because of what he's about to do. And he said that he is about to bestow citizenship on this man's wife and his children, his 2 children. His wife is Saint Helene Joseph. They were calling them, Keith was calling them Miss Rancine. But in the obituary, let me pull that up for you. In the obituary, let's see the family. Yeah. Pull that up. The whole software is down and it's not letting me do anything. I want to show you this and some more stuff I had to show you. But this is the government fighting, not wanting you to see the truth. I'm going to reload. So we can get back up and running. Okay, here we go. The document is sideways. I'm sorry about that. But the wife name is Saint Helene Joseph. Here you can see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4th line down. After the second big space, you can see wife. It says Saint Helene Joseph. All right, and you can hear in the video that he was calling her Miss Rancine, which is the husband's name. All right, and then the two of the children were being made citizens. All right, I have their names also. So the wife and the children, he was making citizens right there in the church. And he said what he's about to do is unorthodox. It's unorthodox. In my opinion, he's saying that it's unlawful. It's ultra-virus. Here you can see the obituary was read by Luby Georges. It's Luby Georges' friend. So Luby at the funeral read the obituary. All right, and so we got to do something. We got to do something. I'm going to release all of his information. Someone says I should please release this on WhatsApp. We're going to release this everywhere. Yeah, you see this person? Let's look at this comment right here. Where's the purpose of demonstration in Florida this June 2023? Lincoln Bain is the fake and the fraud. That is coming from Raphael Knowles. All right? Yeah. So the politicians are defrauding us every day, and you're calling me a fraud. Seriously? I'm a fake. I'm as real as it gets. And I'm giving the real information, the real documentation to the Bahamian people every single day, putting my life on the line, getting threats every week. I don't even repeat how many threats I get because I'm not afraid. The fake peoples are the ones selling out our country like you for contracts. It's the fake people. Only one country I got. I don't know how much countries you could go to. Raphael knows. Only one I got. And Keith and Haitian Brave Davis is not going to sell my country out. And they're not going to distract me with these other issues. You know, as I block this person. Because I don't have time moving forward. the pet and powder nobody. Only one country we got. I don't have time. You probably have another country you could go to. I don't. Is all I got. Right here. This is it. All right. So I'm sorry for the shaky video because we had to do something special in order for them not to hack us like they were doing. I can't say what I did, but I had to do something special. We can't get distracted in this hour. You know, I actually went out there to first it was a protest and it turned into a rally that Cassius Stewart was having, the PLP rally that Cassius Stewart was spearheading. And I saw, you know, someone on Facebook said they were disappointed that I wasn't out there, you know, in support of that. Bahamians, we got to stop being tricked and we got to stop being fooled. Got some more to discuss with the Haitian stuff in a second, but I'm just tired of us being bamboozled every 5 years, then complaining, and bamboozled again, then complaining. Same tricks over and over. What happened yesterday was not a rally that had anything to do with homosexuals. That was B March 2.0. That was another attempt to bamboozle and trick the Bahamian people. You all better wake up. That was organized by the PLP. Don't be no fools. That's what that was. Before the election, Cassius Stewart, Adrian Francis, and others were put together to form a fake coalition party, which is what they did. They formed a third party and called it the coalition. And the purpose of that was to deceive the Bahamian people. That was the purpose of it. Cassius Stewart is a paid political prostitute at this time. And so what politicians do is whenever they're at a state where their party is being embarrassed, like Brittany was doing, embarrassing them by dropping facts and dropping information, notice none of them backtalked her when she should have been arrested if she was lying about Leslie and other persons whose names she called. None of them backtalked her and none of them attempted to arrest her or sue her or try to silence her. No cease and desist letters. But they were being hit, bamboozled, they were being railroaded. And they wanted to distract you, so they started having this homosexual conversation. At no point did the government say that they were introducing anything in their schools. At no point did the government raise any gay flag, because if they did, then I would have been on the streets. I would have been in the parliament. I would have been tearing that flag down like, tore down the gate on Carver's Beach. Yeah, some things were getting locked up for. I was on bail back for 2 years. I seem to spend more time on bail than off bail nowadays, fighting for Bahamian people. And so when I see these fake political prostitutes come out with this nonsense, it bothers me. And so before the election, they formed a fake coalition. They were going around door to door and telling people that they were the coalition, and they were Lincoln Maine, and this is the candidate, to confuse people. And so now what they're doing is, Shanique Miller told me that she was told that she was not allowed to bring me on the headlines anymore, that they were not allowed to bring me on that station, that's a deal made from up top, that they had to block me from that station as other stations, because the truth can't go out, of course, and they would bring Cassius on. And that was to try to give Cassius a platform, keep him relevant, so that later they could sell him as a more moderate alternative to me. And they could sell it and say, oh, they could just show us. They would only show me and Maria, etc., when we're out there protesting. So people could say, look at them, they're rowdy, they're loud. Don't go with them. We can't have them in the house. They're going to embarrass us. And that's the story. If you want to vote for a third party, vote for Cassius then. And the point is that they want to split the votes of the third parties because they realize that none of their tricks is working. And so that is the point. And so they tried to find anything to go with, and so they jumped on this homosexual thing to try to get traction for Cassius Stewart. And what made it obvious, even though I told you this is what was happening, what made it obvious was when Vaughn Miller, who don't open his mouth for nothing, Vaughn Miller went on Shanique Miller's show, must see the day before the event, and was talking about natural resources. All right, they talk about natural resources because they realize that people are gravitating towards us on this topic. So now they're talking about it. And he talked about natural resources, and then out of the blue, no one asked him anything. He didn't even ask him. He brought up this rally that was taking place on Saturday, and he was promoting it, and he was saying he was going to be there and he's going to be a speaker. He was encouraging people to come out. This made it obvious that this was a PLP operation. You see? That was the plan. Vaughn Miller would not go on there and do that or say that without the permission of the party. When we wanted Vaughn Miller to second the bill, for the Raganite in the House of Assembly, he had to get permission from the Progressive Labour Party. He had to get permission from Brave Davis, and they was in opposition. He had to get permission. And in fact, I had to go sit in front of Brave Davis. That's when I keep telling you, I sat in front of Brave Davis. That's because Vaughn Miller said I had to go sit and get permission from Brave for him to second the bill. So if Vaughn Miller, Shanique Miller show promoting this event, Cash's event, then you know that that was the PLP promoted thing. And it was to promote Cash's. While they were speaking, in the background, you saw Cash's name while all those pastors, they targeted pastors to try to get them to bring their congregation out. Because it was a good thing that people were fighting for, protect our children. Just like B-March, it was a good thing. Come out and whatever you have against government, whatever you want, just come out and protest. You know, we're just real Bahamians. But it wasn't real Bahamians. I told everyone before, and I said, this is a trick. The man is going to come out later and say that he's the F&M. And this is a trick of the F&M because they can't get traction and they can't get no one to come to their rallies. I told, my mic is muted. Okay. I told everyone, I think you can hear me. I told everyone about that, and I told you about this one with Cassius them. It's a distraction. Yes, we don't want the gay flag, you know, flying on any of our government buildings, et cetera, and it won't happen. I will, listen, I won't protest. I won't have rallies. I will go and take it down. See, if America goes and put that on their embassy, that's their embassy. That's their sovereign territory. That's actually technically in America. I ain't Bahamas. But if you put that on our police stations, if you put that on our office of the Prime Minister, you put that on our government house, let me tell you something. I am going myself to take that down. I don't have time for talks. I will go and take that down. Lock me up. But I said that to say don't be distracted with these nonsense. That's all it is. Normally when they will distract you, they bring up these things about, what do you call it? They're going to legalize marijuana. That's a stop to get you to not notice something that they're doing or change the conversation. Oh, marital rape. Let's talk about that. They try to change the conversation, and that's what they were doing this time again with this nonsense about the homosexual stuff in the schools. When no one said it, but Linda Wilson made a statement. That's it. Of what she thinks should happen. No government minister made any statement. All right? And so they used that to try to get some traction, but it didn't work because persons didn't go out and support Cassius Stewart. All right? And what they were doing. There were about 100 people out there or so. All right? And so it was a total flop. Bahamians didn't fall for that nonsense. And I'm saying to Bahamians, don't be distracted. They will do anything to stop Bahamians from benefiting from their natural resources. Brave Davis told me that himself. I'll get to that in a minute. What I'm going to do is if this thing would play, I'm going to play because a lot of people just tuned in. A lot of people just tuned in. There's a lot of people on here on all the different platforms. We probably got about 10,000 people. All right. So a lot of people are tuned in now. I'm going to play this again for the person who just tuned in. What you are about to witness, I'm playing this again, and then I got some more to show you all. What you're about to witness is Keith Bell went to the funeral of Louis George's friend. Keith Bell at the funeral admitted that he sped up the citizenship for this person so they could become a citizen before they die. And he wanted the person to live a little longer so that he could use that person's citizenship to apply for citizenship for his wife and children. So he said what he's doing now, he said, everyone, no recording, no video, whatever, because he's about to bestow citizenship on this person. He said what he's about to do is unorthodox, which I interpret as illegal. He also said that the law doesn't allow him to do this, but he's going to do it anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to play this for you one more time, and then we're going to talk about the law, and then I'm going to open the phone lines. Then we can talk. There's a lot going on with our carbon credit. I think this one important, and I think we need to hit Parliament probably as soon as we can say. Let's check Come and check. Let me know if Parliament is on Wednesday, please. I haven't had a chance to check because I'm just saying this off the cuff. I didn't decide to say that before I came on this live, but just listening to it again made me so angry. So angry. I'm going to have to listen to it again. Ladies and gentlemen, he gave citizenship to the immigrant. Right in church to her husband's funeral. It's in our country no more, y'all. We have to take this back. I can need you all to help me take this back. Ladies and gentlemen, this criminal right here, this treasonous criminal, this decrepit person whose citizenship should be taken, he said, I got a present for you. The day after COI comes to power, we bought you some jewelry as a parting gift. Some nice silver bracelets, heat belt. As soon as COI comes to power, I'm telling you this now, we have a nice retirement gift for you. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is.
When I saw that the message was promised by say my WGD people right gave one more. What I'm about to do is unorthodox. Some of my fair lands are indeed unorthodox. I want this racing, I want you to build up a little strength like Mount Joseph, Church Acts, we have support the Mahmoud English to Paul Masa as I'm about to bestow citizenship. Passing my eyes to my Mamadi, Madam, avec from the PTPO campaign. Mamadu, si tu penses que tu es pour nous, des témoignages, children don't have to take the oath. Children have to take but adults have to take the oath. Mais la monnaie est and then we go on Tracy, you repeat after me and say I, and then full name. I, full name. Do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to King Charles III, King of the Bahamas, his heirs and successors, according to law, and that I will faithfully observe the laws of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. So help me God. La loi does not allow me to dispense with any part of what I believe. And so we will now sing the national anthem. One, two, three, one. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. And the children, it's immunity on behalf of the honorable parents. The papa de l'émission, cabinet, des cabinets, and behaviors everywhere. Et tout pays, tout partout, et dans tout lieu, nous tout bienvenue à ce développement comme nouveaux citoyens de la masse. From the Mambau certificate determined I say that Frank is now resting in peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry. I was locked out of my computer and the entire system. Everything shut down. I hope you have audio. But I was locked out of everything after that video played. All right. I don't know what kind of games this is that they're playing. No sound. No sound. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, the sound is back. Okay, good. Audio was good. Okay. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what happened. I got knocked out, but of course they can't keep me out. Whatever technical skills they have in computers, I have it too. All right, so we are being attacked. I don't know how petty that is. People have already seen the video. I don't know why they feel they need to hack us. I don't know what they feel they need to do, but this is what it is, and it just is what it is. All right. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to open the phone lines for you to call in. I think the sound is good enough for us to do that. I'm going to open the phone lines now. It's 803-5995, 803-5995. That's so much I wanted to talk about today. Yeah, that's so much I wanted to talk about today. Our carbon credits, etc. I'm going to talk about that on Tuesday. BPL and some other stuff. I'll talk about that on Tuesday. This, I think, right now is more important. And we need to make a decision as a people what we're going to do. And so what I am going to do is I definitely am going to get with other persons who are interested, and we're going to file a judicial review. I'm going to get with some lawyers immediately, and we're going to file a judicial review, and we're going to, we need to agitate to have that demon removed from our House of Assembly immediately, and we need to go back to a new mandate. And so this is a clarion call. I'm asking persons to come with me. Can someone on here let me know? Because whatever you said before, I couldn't see it or hear it. I was locked out of my computer. Yes, I was hacked. Is there Parliament this Wednesday? Let me know if there's Parliament this Wednesday. These people are selling out our country, and we have to decide if we're going to sit back and just let it happen or if we're going to do something. All right? We have to make a decision. And so, as you heard, the man literally said that what he is doing, the law doesn't allow for it. The law doesn't allow for it. He used the big words that the law doesn't dispense.
And the children, it's in on behalf of the other parents. They don't have the living listener, cabinet, the cabinet, and behaviors everywhere. Et tout pays, tout partout, et dans tout lieu, nous tout bienvenue à des comme nouveaux citoyens de la masse. From the Mambao certificate is I say that Frank is now resting in peace. En tout cas, on va commencer tout le monde, s'il vous plaît, café. C'est parti. À 3, 1, 2, 3. La loi does not allow me to dispense with any part of what I'm doing.
He said the law does not allow him to dispense with any part of what he is doing. He used big terms. I don't know. He's speaking in code. The law doesn't allow him to dispense with any part of what he is doing. Not one part of what he is doing, the law allows. That's what I think of what he's saying. The law doesn't allow him to do not even one part of what he is doing right now. That's his words. But he's doing it anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, my phone was on silent a minute ago, so you were calling and you couldn't get through. You can call now. The phone is not on silent anymore. Call in. 803-5995 is the number. He said the law does not allow him to dispense with any part. Okay, the phone was ringing just now and then it stopped, right? So you can call back. With any part of what he is doing. Jesus. Mamas, y'all got to decide if y'all will sign up or not. or let me know where I could just, move somewhere else, move to the States or Canada, or Dubai with my family and move on. Or you all just won't give up on this, or we can fight. Nah, I think I can fight. I'm ready to fight. This fighting words right here. The law does not allow me to dispense with any part of what I am doing. I can do it anyway. So let's sing the national anthem, he said. All right. You're trying to call in and it's ringing and then it just stopped. So try again. The persons who are calling in. I don't know if they're blocking my number. What's going on now? 803-5995. Call in now. 803-5995. The law does not dispense with allow him to dispense with any part of what he is doing. What y'all think that to mean? That he's a criminal. That's what it means. He's a criminal. And he got caught red-handed. And these people are doing it blatantly in your face. Y'all call in. There's something wrong with my phone. I saw several people trying to call in. Okay, let me answer this one. Good evening, you're live.
Hey, my brother. How are you?
I am awesome. How you doing?
Man, I'm great. Listen, is this live now?
Yes, you're live.
Let me say something here. But again,
Yeah.
I have never seen this man and Brad David are criminals. They're criminals. I am so angry in my belly. The indignation, the godly anger, the bill, and the Prime Minister supporting him. Why the ignorant people, oh God help us, how did our country get like this? How? How did this country get like this? People, the ignorant people, do you understand what is happening in this country? Our citizenship is worth nothing. And the Haitian is rejoicing on the corrupt people should be arrested today. The police officers should go, the commissioner of police should go to his house, force it today, and keep them up. The door handcuffs that you showed should be put on him and put on his legs and put around his neck, and he should be dragged out of the house. And they should rip him for him to do such a thing with our citizenship, my brother. People, believe me, people, do you understand people's own our citizenship? He's giving it away like candy.
Yeah.
The Haitians are laughing at us. What the hell is going on in this country? Keith Bell must be arrested and forthwith he must resign and be arrested because he's a criminal. Keith Bell is a criminal. The Brad David also is a criminal. He supports what Peter. For him to say that, he has to be supported by the Prime Minister. To say that is to go against the law. Mr. Ben, my favorite leader, let me say this. I cannot even comprehend this. What I've listened to and what I'm watching on my television, I cannot comprehend this. Pete Bell should be arrested right now. The commissioner of police. The commissioner, you need to go at Pete Bell's house right now and arrest him. And Mr. B, you're going to file the complaint that you released on YouTube on behalf of the Bahamian people, or the Bahamian people do a past action and have this man arrested. We are the complainers are complaining on what he's doing with our citizenship. God bless the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. God bless you, Mr. President, and God bless this Commonwealth. Keith Bell must be arrested today.
Yeah, thank you.
On Monday morning. He should be arrested today. He's a criminal. God bless the Commonwealth.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, you can call in now. You can call in live. 803-5995. We see several of you were trying to call in. Several of you were trying to call in. You can call in now at this time, right? Yes, you can call in now at this time. 803-5995 is the number, 803-5995. What we're going to do is we're going to make plans to go on the 5th of July. That's next week, Wednesday. We need to do some press statements. We need to write some releases. We need to do some things, and we need to spread the message. Everyone isn't watching this. We need some time to spread the message. Spread the message. We need to go there on the 5th of July. Good afternoon, you're live.
Hello?
Good afternoon, you're live. Yeah, you're live. This is Lincoln Bain. Thank you.
Not only that, I was always a born and I couldn't see myself.
Now you're very low. We can hardly hear you, and you have your whatever you're watching it on is loud in the background. So see if you can adjust that quickly, please. Hello? Yes, go ahead now. Oh Lord, we lost them. I'm so sorry we lost you. Good afternoon, you're live.
Yes, good day. I was watching the live on what you did. That is treason to the highest degree.
Yes, it is.
Because there's no way that he should be arrested. And although I'm the prime minister, because when I hear you say that's from.
Good afternoon, you're live. Sorry, that call dropped. I'm sorry.
Hello?
Hello, you're live.
Hi, Mr. Bain. This is Brittany Harris.
Hi, Brittany Harris, all the way from Canada.
All the way from Canada. Listen to me. My mouth is dropped right open.
Wow.
I can't believe what I just heard on your live. And I must say this. Listen to me. You all please bear with me because I just that's how upset I am. I'm pacing in my room. I cannot believe that the minister, Peter, is so bold to blatantly break the law.
Yep.
I don't know why these people think they have some special privilege when it comes to our laws, but I am telling you, if the prime minister does not do anything with Mr. I don't call him Mr. You don't lose all respect. It's Keith Bell. You said we have a problem and behaving, we have to stand. We have to stand up. Because that sends a direct message. Graham Davis, if you don't do nothing about what Mr. Bean has just discovered and released, you then behavior, that is a clear message to us that these people are not for us and they don't care about the Bahamas. And I also want to say that is not only a disrespect to us as behaviors below, but those people of Haitian nationals who have applied in the correct way, who have been waiting for years and decades. Y'all too need to rise up because that is a disgrace to y'all and us behaviors. Because people have came to this country the correct way, applied your privilege representation. And for you, Mr. Bell, to think it's okay for you to go to a funeral and grant citizenship. Who are you? Who gave you the authority? Why do you think you are above our laws? And I fought right now. So y'all please excuse my passion. But it's disgraceful, Mr. Bean. I cannot believe it. And I am calling on the opposition to do something and say something that Mr. Bean is not in Parliament, but y'all in Parliament.
Yeah.
Y'all are in Parliament. Mr. Bean has done his part. Now, what is Michael, this guy, Shannon on Cartwright, Aaron Lewis, and Tracy Thompson, Daniel and somebody will have to well tonight. And that's all I have to say for right now.
Miss Brittany, I brought your name up a minute ago. You called some names like Leslie, Bryce, etc. When you were putting information out there. Have you heard anything from government? Have they called in Leslie? Has anyone questioned her? Have they called you into questioning anything?
Not a thing, not a words. They going on with them very like that. That's how they do not respect us. They don't care. They feel as if, listen to me, behavior. Let me take this minute. They feel as though when things come out, we'll stop talking about it and it'll go away. And that's why I said talk about it. Talk about it till it irritates their skin. Continue to speak about it because we let them know that we know what's going on and we will not stand by. It's time to stand up for please. For your children, your grandchildren, your mommy, your daddy, your family, take a stand. Nothing has happened to Leslie Rice. I have also said about Pastor David. Nothing has happened. Multiple people I have called out. I have said things. Y'all talking about, oh, they done locked me up. Not a one officer has called me. I sent my stuff directly to the commissioner of police. Not a one person, not a one officer. Why? Because they know what I speak is true.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate your call. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you can call in 803-5995. Let the government hear because they're listening. Keith Bell is also watching. Keith Bell, bought you some jewelry, eh? You bought you some jewelry. Keith Bell is also. Let's go to the phone lines. Good afternoon, you're live.
Good night, my president.
Good night, how are you?
First of all, I want to say thank you. That Haitian person who ever recorded, so obviously they love the Bahamas.
That's crazy. The Haitians telling us to stand up. The Haitians started happening. The Haitians said this is disgraceful what is going on.
Exactly.
And more than one Haitian recorded it. The other person, their recording wasn't too clear. They said they've been in this country all this time. They came here the right way. They came here with a work permit from back in Haiti and do it right. And these scoundrels could come and right at a funeral just give away citizenship like that's candy.
Exactly. So my word to them and my Bahamian people, listen, the Haitians who came here rightfully, they love the Bahamas and they don't like what's going on.
And they welcome here, come the right way.
And they are welcome here and they are hurt. So if you're Bahamian thing, you know what hurt of what's going on is a sad day in hell. Because if it wasn't for those Haitians who love the Bahamas, we would have never know what's going on.
Yeah.
So we have to give kudos to them. And what is going to happen? The innocent is going to suffer for the guilty.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, for us to go ahead and say we are going to do whatever you call it, a recall or to do this or do the next, it is going to be time and money. So at the end of the day, some innocent people who been here from Timbuktu is going to get sent back, whereas they would like to be here and they would have the right to have the permanent resident because they came the right way. But if they continue to do what is happening, whenever a raid takes place, they might just be visiting that person in that raid when it takes place, and they might be the ones who have to end up going back.
Yeah. All right, we got to take some other calls.
Y'all make up mad.
Yeah. Thanks for your call. I appreciate you. We go straight back to the phone lines. All right, so we lost your call. You call back. There we go. Good afternoon. You're live.
Hey, good afternoon. How you doing?
Man, I am angry.
I'm angry also because at the end of the day, why I'm angry is because I blame us Bahamian people because I hear from North to Smoke, they get paid $500. They get them work permit till they work for them. And some of these humans think they make no job.
Wow.
You understand? So, and then at the end of the day, us payments, and when they don't get pushed back or whatever, when they don't get straight, they ain't get no money no more. You understand? But they getting paid $500 to say these people working for them. And that's how these people don't own a job. They don't own a company. So where I go? I won't know where I go. And then they're not payments. They want even know the word to say. They will complain and they the one who wins argument. You understand?
Yeah.
So I don't appreciate that.
Yeah. Thanks for your call, man. Listen, I am so upset right now. I am so upset. I mean, blatant in our face. The man saying it. The law doesn't allow me to do not a piece of what I am doing right now, but I'm doing it anyway. Let's sing the national anthem. What he is about to do is unorthodox. Good afternoon, you're live.
Good afternoon. I know exactly what to say, okay?
Yeah, you say
These
it.
people ain't gonna ever stop. Under this PLP government, they're taking it too far. What Keith Bell did in that so-called church is treasonous. We ain't got no time to be playing with them no more, because they show us for a long time they ain't playing with us. And we can't keep allowing them to break our laws, circumvent our laws, ban for people who do not appreciate the culture or our way of life and how we do things in the Bahamas. They don't know nothing but law and order. And we gotta show up and we gotta show them. We ain't playing with them no more. We no more time for talking. This is the last thing I expect to hear. I was trying to be calm. Okay? They don't respect our laws. Keith Bell, you don't respect our laws. We don't flicking respect you. So Bahamians, when that clarion call, show up, you ought to show up. Don't be messing around this time. Don't mess around, because these people are never going to stop until we put our foot on their throats. That's what I have to say, and I never lost for words. That's all I want to say. I ain't got nothing else to say.
Thank you. Nothing in the papers, no advertisement in the papers, no renunciation of citizenship, nothing. Just here's your certificate. That's it. That's what this country has come to. Whenever the PLP is in power, we go to the same thing over and over. Nothing changes. Whenever this corrupt government is in power. July 5th, y'all, tell me what y'all think. Should we march? Should we go to Parliament before we call that the fake Independence Day? Are y'all ready to go on July 5th? Y'all let me know if y'all coming. Post in here and tell me if you're coming or if you ain't coming. Let me know. There's thousands of you on here right now. Let me know if you're coming. Because I don't want when this end, I see 10,000 people watch this, 15,000 people watch this. You're serious. You know you're going to be there. Just say I come in. I come in. Post it. Just say I come in. Go to the phone lines while you're doing that. Good afternoon, you're live. Good afternoon, you're live.
Good evening, good evening.
Good evening.
Mr. Van,
Yes.
calling from Freeport.
Hi.
We bringing everybody from Freeport.
You coming?
We coming on the 5th. We coming.
Wow.
We coming. That's all I got to say.
You heard those words of the Keith Bell mouth?
Mr. Van, Keith Bell and every other minister done sell us out a long time. I am happy that God is allowing the exposure that Bahamian people could now rise up to the plate.
The Haitian expose him.
Listen to me.
While Bahamian sitting down scary.
God allowed this exposure, but guess what? We coming. We coming to close our house down and start it all over again. We ain't taking this no longer. I coming from Freeport, Mr. Bain, and I can be there. We coming with the whole group. We coming.
Freeport coming.
Jesus.
Have a good
Good day. July 5th. That's a Wednesday. Next Wednesday. 10 a.m. Good afternoon. You're live.
Hi, good afternoon. How you doing, Mr. Dan?
I am angry.
Listen, let me tell you something, and hear me out before you respond. When I say that's good for being people, that's good for being people.
Wow.
Because when you call rallies and you call things, they don't show up. Everybody talk, but they don't show up. And until they show this government and the other government that the Bahamian people are serious and tired of their foolishness, then they'll do better. They keep putting the same PLP FNM in over and over and over and over and over. It's like they're blind. So whatever talking to them, that's good for them. If they want change, then they'll make a change, eh? Am I wrong?
You're right.
So that's good for them. So let's see what happens this time. If all the people see Bahamians like the service, when time of action, they sit back and child, I'm getting that. No child, I'm getting that. All right. So I will see just what happened. That's good for them. So let me see if I have to eat my words when you call this next gathering. Let me see. That's it. Thank you.
July 5th. Thank you. 803-5995 is the number. 803-5995. People be coming for you. You can't do this in our country. This cannot happen in our country. Good afternoon. You're live. Good afternoon. You're live. We can hear you now.
Yes. I heard saying we are Bahamians. We need to stop this PLP acronym nonsense. We can see if it wasn't for you, Mr. Bain, I don't know all of this information that you're giving us is so informative, eye-opening, and I hope the Bahamian people stop this PLP acronym nonsense. Listen, this is really upsetting. This is disgraceful. And yes, not being individual is very, very dishonest. Because Mr. Dan, I have something I want to bring to your attention regarding that same individual.
Wow.
To be behind bars.
Wow.
Like immediately.
Send me the information right away.
I will.
The same number.
No problem. So
I'm not afraid of it.
And I have documents of proof.
All right, we'll deal with it.
All right.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
035-995 is the number. The PLP did a scientific poll. A senior PLP informed one of our executives. They did a scientific poll. The scientific poll said that the COI is now leading. As they are scientific poll, not just a call-in thing. Good afternoon. You're live.
Good afternoon, Mr. Bain. I have just a quick question. Is Keith Bell a naturalized citizen or
I don't know what he is, and I'm going to investigate now that I see that he's a criminal.
But my thing is this: if he can do this ball in the church, and now all of these citizenships that has recently been given out, I mean, it poses a lot of things into question right now under his leadership.
It does.
How much money has he gotten out of the deal?
Yeah.
Because like you said, the lady has to pay. So where does that money go when she was supposed to pay? Who gets that?
Yes,
it
and
wasn't in the government office. She came.
And
he
the
was
two
in
children,
the church.
the two children, the boy and the girl, should also pay.
Exactly, but where does that money go? That he collected out of the church? Did he take the money home?
I guess.
It wasn't done in a government office. There's a lot of questions that needs to be answered. But we got work to do, and we got to get on it.
Wednesday, July 5th, 10 a.m.
There we go.
Thank you.
There we go. Bye.
803-5995 is the number. 803-5995 is the number. Yeah, so they did a scientific poll, and the poll said that the COI was leading, and that's why now they're talking about naturally. Okay, sorry, you just rang and hang up just now. They're doing scientific poll, and it said that we're leading. The main people are waking up, so now they're starting to talk about about the natural resources and all this kind of stuff. You know, we're not falling for that. We don't trust it. Good afternoon, you're live. Good afternoon, you're live.
Calling from Abaco, man. I want to ask you a question.
Yes, Abaco.
You think they reach a point where they're ready to go? Because it don't make no sense. You already exposing all this information, and they still doing it. So now they do it even more public than they was doing it. How that makes sense?
It doesn't.
They gotta be ready to go. I think they tired of us. I think they tired of noise. I think they tired of not being able to sleep. I think they tired. That's the only thing that makes sense. Anyway, I'm gonna support you.
Thank you.
We coming out. You don't get away with that. This one don't make sense to me.
Yeah.
If you want to stay in office and operate and govern doing blatant things where they admitting the guilt, can't make sense. I'm gonna go support you, man. Come in.
Thank you. Thank you. 803-5995 is the number. Call in. Let me hear you. Call in. Good afternoon, you're live.
Yes, poor people defender.
Yes.
Everything blessed?
Angry.
I know I go. But let me say what I say. What it is, let me ask you a question. What it is, Monday coming, what you could, is any way you could file a complaint against that? Is any way you could go, who you go to say, okay, what this man has done?
The system is currently corrupt, and we need to get rid of the PLP and the F&M. Yeah, I know, I'm just answering you. The commissioner of police was appointed. He's a friend of Philip Grave Davis, a close friend. He was also given money by Philip Grave Davis, a settlement, all right, by Philip Grave Davis that was undisclosed, all right? And so you're not going to get any help there. The attorney general was appointed by the same prime minister. Some new judges were appointed by the same prime minister. There's nowhere to get justice other than if enough people show up to parliament, we can end this now.
All right, we can roll with that. But then let's try, I'm a street nigga, and I'm being real with you. There's always another way to get it, because publicity is the best stunt, eh? You believe that? I'm only asking you, do you believe that?
Yeah.
Because everything you rolling out, you going political. When I say political, you rolling out the right way. Understand this. If you make a right noise, it ain't about them no more. We feel that. I'm saying, okay, you go to this one. There ain't no reason why what you just say, eyewitness news, right? Shouldn't pick that up, right? Because they pick up every other thing. Even things with no matter, they pick it up, right?
Yeah.
I'm asking. You understand what I'm trying to say? It ain't no reason why Steve McKinney shouldn't push that. You agree with that?
I agree.
There's no reason why all the news media shouldn't pick that up. See, you can reverse psychology. That is what's going everything in the world. That's what's going everything in the world. Now you can court because the ball in your court. Now here's my another problem. Louis Georges, to me, what kind of power he got where you have the prime minister, the Haitian prime minister was there. Do you remember when they had the Haitian whatever gathering to do with the Shadi Town? The prime minister was there. Now you have a federal. How come he have direct access to the most powerfulest man in our nation? Now see what I'm saying? You all might agree or might disagree with. An example have to be made, eh?
Yeah.
If you're going after a gang and you know who's supplying the guns and things like that, you use this one to get to that one until you get to the head, right?
Yep.
I'm saying, because they can't renounce and all of that, we didn't get that. See that in my head now, y'all didn't plan that there. All the Haitians in this country, our constitution was not speaking to them. That one over. Should have never been said, been said a long time. That one over. Now since we get a troublemaker, we know the troublemaker. I'm asking that. We know this one from the one who in Abaco, we know Louis, and we know the next one. I'm saying somebody got to be made an example of whenever you all get this thing right. So I'm saying because you on record, you in a way, you F on our country. You speak bad on our country, you back here, you have direct access to people President Lincoln being. Let me understand that.
I can't make you understand that.
Make me understand it because I'm saying if he calls someone trouble, then for keep there, think about what he's saying. The man in this frame of mind, for you to go in the church and you say, hey, I can bless you with citizenship when you know you're doing wrong.
Like
So
you're
in some
giving
way,
away candy.
I think you're looking at that. You're still looking at it one side. Think about his frame of mind. Go deeper. What I'm saying is, could you imagine you know this is a crime, but you go on and do it, and because you know there's a way in your head, you think you can't be touched. Ain't nothing. They like rah, bugger, but still ain't nothing to be done with that. The legs, it's called it the three heads of demon. You must get chopped, and I say somebody got to be making an example of. Yeah, I get roll, but you tell the wheel fall off. I feel free for I'll be there when you make your call.
The call is made July 5th. Now we just need to find out if they have a House of Assembly on that day. We will find out.
I'm saying to you, Mr. B, believe me what I said. Never from the streets. You got to call out. If you know him, be nothing being done, but all of it. You see, you know how it goes. But I'm saying there's people you could call out. Eyewitness news, our news, this one news, that one, because to me right now, that's more than treasonous.
Yeah.
Look at what the man do in Russia. When he going against the prime minister, he had to roll out it. And Putin saying, you ever Putin say to him, come on, man. Like I said, there's other ways you could fight your battle, and maybe you have to use different people to do it. Somebody can't keep quiet on this. No way, and you can't let this go.
Yeah.
Mr. Bean, I will lose all respect for you if you let this one go. I want that, but I will lose. You cannot let this one go. Now, I don't care if they hear it repeat. I don't care if you have to pay for that to go on radio, this and that. But that audio, you cannot let that go in the name of all original Bahamian people. You cannot do. Now, that's your gift to expose. They being exposed. Now, what you gonna do?
All right. Thanks for your call, man.
All
right. Good afternoon, you're live. Good afternoon, you're live.
Good night again, my president. That previous caller, he is saying that he can't let you. He can't let this go, right? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, he's saying you can't. He don't want you to let this go. What he needs to do is call every Bahamian and every Haitian who love this Bahamas to stand with us, because the innocent is going to suffer for the guilty. Eyewitness news, our news, they bought out what world he living in, but he don't realize that he can't be saying he dependent on you. The Bahamian people have to want change. The international people have to hear this, and the Bahamians have to come out. That's what he need to do. Don't let it rely on you. Every Bahamian need to stand up, because if he's doing this bold, what else they doing behind closed doors? Yeah. Come on, it's not all about you. It's about us standing up for what is right.
Yeah.
All righty, have a good one.
Thank you for your call. I appreciate it. Jesus. 803-5995. I saw some of you trying to get an 803-995. The law is clear when it comes to our citizenship and how you go about getting it. And so we are disturbed at seeing this and hearing that the man said that the law does not allow him to do what he is doing. He said it in his own words, and he's still doing it because PLP in power and they do what they want to do. They're criminals. It's a criminal organization. So let me tell you what happens now. Every time we do an expose like this, let me tell you what happens from here. So what happens now is they're going to start saying a lot of stuff about me, saying a lot of stuff about Maria. They're going to bring up this court case that I had where the woman said she invested in the place and it burned down and I should pay her back personally. They can try and make it seem that she's saying that I stole something from her when that's not the case. It's a civil matter. They're going to say stuff about me. They're going to find everything to lie and say about me. I really don't care. I don't give a damn. Only one country I got. And we can fix this. Good afternoon, you're live.
Good evening, Mr. President. How you doing?
I am alive.
Okay, I just wanted to say, right, Yankee Bell did that. He did that in the church, right? did that in the church, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you had a pastor there, you had Louis George there, all of them is responsible. So all of them should be locked right up.
Yeah.
Okay? All of them gotta go down together.
Yes.
That's all I got to say.
Yeah. Thank you. 803-5995, 803-5995. Wednesday, July 5th, we got to rock this nation. If he did that publicly, what are they doing behind closed doors? They keep telling you all that they're tricking you all. They're trying to lull you all to sleep, make you all think that they're doing something about immigration. They did some sham raids and Africa was fake. They're trying to lull you all to sleep and keep you all. Good afternoon, you're live.
Good afternoon, Mr. Bain. Good afternoon, my president. I am just disgusted. Hello?
Yes.
I am just disgusted with this government. I'm disappointed in them. I just came from church. I didn't hear the story about Keith Bell. All of them are treasonous because they sit right there and sign the bill for demand to take natural resources from us, and they sit right there and they allow everything else to go on, talking about mining, Vaughn Miller with that foolishness. God can hold you accountable, Vaughn Miller, for the foolishness you're doing in the house against the Bahamian people.
Yeah.
No matter how you try, pretty it up. And I ready to come downtown. I always ready. Me and my family will be right there. You just call.
I didn't call July 5th.
And Vaughn Miller is a disgrace to the kingdom of God.
Yes. He's a disgrace. He's an absolute disgrace. Vaughn Miller, you are a hypocrite and you are a political prostitute. You are a disgrace to the kingdom of God. You are about self-preservation. You are about getting your pension for doing 2 terms and nothing else. You are a scumbag. We're going to fight for our country. We are going to fight for our country. We are going to fight for our country. 803-5995. I started to tell you that there are prerequisites for getting a citizenship. There's a lot of stuff that goes on. There are people who've been waiting for this for a long time. For some of you who just tuned in, Louis George's friend died. He's also a friend of Keith Bell. They sped up his citizenship because he was dying. He had kidney problems. So he would become a citizen of the Bahamas before he died. And Keith Bell said that he was hoping that the man lived a little bit longer so that they could have applied for citizenship for his wife and 2 kids. His wife and her 2 kids, but he died before. So what he decided to do was just give the citizenship to this woman at her husband's funeral. Good afternoon, you're live. Good afternoon, you're live.
Hello?
Good afternoon, you're live. You're live on air.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mr. Bean. How are you?
I'm awesome.
I can see that you're angry. I'm calling from Raleigh, North Carolina. And I am just as angry with you, man, with the stuff that's going on in the Bahamas. I just wanna say to my Bahamian people, man, if y'all are watching this should be the last straw. These politicians are just blatant slapping you in the face and expect us to take it. So I'm right here with you, bro. Angry, upset, and I can feel your passion. That's all I have to say. Have a good night.
Thank you, man. So there's a couple of things that we're going to do, and that's why I pushed it to next week. We're going to reach out to all of the media houses to to see if they will do interviews with us. We're going to let you watch them in action. We're going to let you watch them. We're going to see which media houses approach Keith Bell. They always monitor social media. They do stories just on social media. Let's see what's going to happen now. Good afternoon, you're live.
Good day, Mr. Vance.
Good day.
My name is James. I call from Van Down.
Hey, James.
Van, I want my Bahamian people notice that the children, the next generation, their future is at risk. We at risk. How much going on, Mr. Van? We need to stand up. And if you call everybody to come out, they must come out. They must come out. Only thing I call you for today, Mr. Van. We at risk. I need everybody to come out. We must come out. Wait for the hair all the lips, you know? Stressful. You know what I mean? Today, so.
Thank you. Let me tell you something. Myself, Tyler Green, Maria, others, we gave up a lot to fight this fight. Because we're serious about this country. We're serious about this country. We sacrifice a lot. All we asking you to do is stand with us. We can stand in front and take the blows, you know. Between now and Wednesday, they can come up with all kind of stuff to attack me. I want y'all to stay focused. No matter what happens, you stay focused. Because one, we ain't gonna let them give this country away, and we're not gonna let Brave David steal our carbon credits, our natural resources, and everything else. We done woke. We're not letting them steal this. You can't have it. We are awake. And so there's a couple of things we're gonna do. I'm gonna meet with the lawyers as soon as tomorrow, and we're going to look to doing a judicial review as it relates to this. I talked to a black male earlier today and let him know that I'm willing to join forces in what they're doing. But now we got a smoking gun, and so we're gonna have to raise money in order to do this. So I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna have to have more than one live this week because we gotta coordinate and get this thing right. This is going to take a lot of funding. For these lawsuits, sometimes you spend $2,000 just on paper. All right, just on paper. If you're doing it yourself and you just printing papers, you'll spend $2,000 just on copies and papers. So lawsuits are expensive. If you file a judicial review and you lose, the government's going to ask the cost. And so we need you to back us up. All right, and so we're going to put more information out there on how you can help to get this done. But we got to come together and fight the state. We gotta do this. All right, we cannot give up on our country. Keith Bell was assisting people with their applications right at his constituency office. Was assisting immigrants. We are told. All right, they know that the Bahamian people have woken up and they are trying to get a new voting bloc. It's simple as that. They're trying to distract you with other third parties that they're going to fund. I got information that, what's his name? Fred McAlpine is forming a party, so the FNM is going to fund him. The funding has been promised, and that they're going to launch right after independence. Fred McAlpine has been talking to people. Most of the people who he has called to ask him to come on board told him that they support the COI. But of course, it's a lot of money when a political faction wants you to go out there and offer yourself. It ain't even about winning. It's about, listen, we give you $1 million. Just go offer yourself and take some votes from me. That's how this thing works. So Fred McAlpine, and that's what he's talking to do. And Cassius Short is trying to do the same thing. The PLP is going to fund them because they want to keep power. Good afternoon, you're live. Good afternoon, you're live.
No, I want to share some information, but I want.
Okay, we lost that person that you want to share information. I guess you realize she's live. All right. We got to wake up and we got to do sense. Ladies and gentlemen, they're swinging us all around. They're robbing us all around. Before election, they told you that I was selling dreams. But the fact of the matter is, every time I talk, you find out that everything that I'm saying is the truth. Good afternoon, you're live.
Good afternoon, buddy. I'm trying to get Lincoln.
Yeah, you're live on air.
Hi, how you doing, Mr. Lincoln?
I'm awesome.
Right, well, I'm calling from Exoma.
Hey, Exoma.
I'm very pissed off right now with what I just saw.
Wow.
And I am being open and honest. I will do my endeavor best to be at your point and time on the 5th.
Thank you, man.
It's outrageous.
Yeah, it is.
Completely outrageous.
It is.
My country has been sold out. In the church, in the front of the pastor.
Yeah.
I want you to keep on doing what you're doing. And that's it.
Thank you, man.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you, man. This is a fight for the ages, and I'm a Bahamian, and I can stand up and fight for this, and all I ask you to do is stand with me. That's it. That's all I ask you to do. Just stand with me. Just come walk with me. Let them see that we're serious. All of us. July 5th. July 5th. Wednesday, July 5th. If there's any changes, that's the date, 10 o'clock. If there's any change, then we'll inform you. Just watch my Facebook page. If you have family or friend who don't have Facebook, they say, oh, I'm on Facebook, there's too much crazy stuff on there. Don't look at the crazy stuff. Come, because this is the only place we get to broadcast, because the media has been bought out by Philip Brave Davis. They're putting out fake stories. They're putting out lies. They're twisting the truth. This has never happened in this country before. We are going towards a dictatorship, an authoritarian state, where they're trying to silence everyone, and the only one who hasn't sold out is me. Some people are worried that, I'm going to sell out if they offer me something. They have offered me. They've tried to offer me on several occasions. I refuse. I refuse to meet with them. I refuse to get anything from them. Cliff Watson called me a couple Tuesdays ago, and I told you publicly that they were going to make me some kind of offer, big position and money. Cliff Watson, you could tell Philip Brave Davis to stick that up the deepest, darkest part of his crevices. They are going to turn this country over to the Bahamian people because they don't know what to do with it. They've been raping and robbing us. And we are going to stand up. Enough is enough. I don't want nothing from y'all. I will live under the bridge and eat dirt before I take $1 from Philip Brave Davis and the PLP. I will live on the city dump with my children before I take $1 from the F&M. That's Hubert Minnis, Pintard, or anyone in the F&M. We are so close to every Bahamian being empowered. That is why they're making me these offers. $10 million. Click what's it? Thanks, but no thanks. Give it to the Bahamian people. Make me Minister of Natural Resources. Did Vaughn Miller know y'all was making me that offer? I don't want it. Keep it. I'm not interested. How about this? Give the Bahamian people their sovereign wealth fund. Give us our natural resources so we don't have to beg no more. And then we can start having a conversation. I told everyone that I sat in front of Philip Brave Davis before election, and we talked about the carbon credits. He saw it, he said he knew it. We talked about the natural resources. He said, Lincoln, I was the Minister of Works. He said, and I know there's billions of dollars with our natural resources going out every day, every year. And he said, but you can't give it to the people because then they ain't gonna need you no more. You know what he said? He said, I'm old school. He said, you give it to a few people and let them provide jobs. You can't just empower the people. That's what the man told me. I told you he was going to take this sovereign wealth fund, and election gone. He did exactly what I said. He came in power, bought out the union leaders, and offered them some crumbs. You see the teachers to celebrate now. See, we signed the deal, and guess what happened? The thing they signed for, they ain't get it yet. And I told them there's a difference between signing and getting. Good afternoon, you're live.
Yes, Mr. Bain, I need to comment on this Mr. Bell situation.
Yes.
Bahamians, whether they are FNM, PLP, or whoever, if they are Bahamians, they should be alarmed at this, because remember, when you bestow citizenship on someone, you're giving them all rights to whatever is in your country. All rights. Did this woman ask for citizenship, or they just was bestowed?
No, he surprised her. This was a gift. He got up in the middle of church and gave her this gift of citizenship.
You see, this is what I'm looking at, because if you care about this country, number one, nobody should have been translating for her. She should have been able to hear it quite clear. And those who were singing the national anthem in the back, they are Bahamians. So don't think because you are in a Haitian funeral, that means you don't have Bahamians there also who may be a friend or whatever to them. You understand? But when you talk about restoring Bahamian citizenship or citizenship to anybody, you've given them all rights. And every time you go someplace to look for jobs, it's difficult now for Bahamians to find jobs even here. So when you start giving out citizenship, remember, these people are family members back in Haiti or wherever, and you're giving them rights also to bestow it on these people also. So when jobs coming for hundreds of students coming out of school, high school and whatnot, everybody can't go to college. You understand? So really, Bahamians, whether you're FNF, whether you're PLP, or whoever, you need to take this serious.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. You know, I could understand why they started shouting Prime Minister Brave Davis at the end of that video of you, audio if you listen. And, you know, I could understand why they would vote for Brave Davis. I understand. And I wouldn't fault them for that. But I don't understand why any Bahamian would do so. I don't understand why any Bahamian would vote for Pintard, who's an acolyte of Fred Smith. Don't forget, all that Togi and Bobo thing, all that stuff that was going on, that was Fred Smith. All that stuff with NIGAD, that was Fred Smith that Pintard was involved in. He is an acolyte. He was on the payroll of Fred Smith. Fred Smith is who funded him and his campaign in Grand Bahama so that people could say, oh, Pintard, nice, he just gives stuff. No, he was taking money from Fred Smith because Fred Smith was putting him in position so that they could take over the country. He could have someone that he controls to take over the country, and now they get what they want. He don't have to just go and fight in the courts. He got prime minister that he bought. That's who Pintard is. All right? Now y'all gonna take my word, or y'all gonna fall for this F&M foolishness again and take us right down the gutter. Brave Davis can show you what he dealing with. Pintard is a puppet of Brent Simonet, who always want to be Minister of Immigration. Remember, Brent Simonet endorsed Pintard. He never endorsed no one before. Never. He always wanted to be Minister of Immigration. He endorsed Pintard. Fred Smith funded Pintard. Bombers wake up. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. As soon as this live is finished, I'm going to post. I've already set up the post. I'm just going to click our post as soon as this live is finished. As soon as the live is finished, I'm going to post it. I'm also going to send a version. We turn up the volume better. I'm going to put out the raw volume version on WhatsApp for you. We're going to start sharing that immediately when this is over. You want to share it to all your family and friends and let them know that it's time to hit the street. Good afternoon, you're live. Good afternoon, you're live. Turn down your whatever you're listening on. Go ahead.
You think you know what you're doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
You know what you're doing, right? I was texting you a question about from your generation, where you came from.
Say again. Say it one more time. I can hardly understand you.
From you and second and third generation where you came from, your roots.
You said if I know my roots?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Listen, my question is from you, second and third generation, where your parents came from.
Yes.
Yeah, tell me where your parents come from you and then third generation.
Where my family come from? Henry, on my dad's side, I came from Henry Bain, that's my daddy. Michael Bain, that's his daddy. My daddy grew up in Colonel Crooked Island. His daddy grew up in Crooked Island and Auckland. All right? Charles Bain, William Bain.
From the Crooked Island, where you came from?
From the Crooked Island?
Yeah.
Yes, they grew up in Crooked Island. My forefathers, the big, hold on. Yes, my forefathers on one side was black that came from West Africa, and on the other side it was a slave master. Hold on, it was a white. Listen, I can let you talk, but you asking me questions. You don't want to listen.
Listen, I live in America, right? I live in America. But I want you to know, you come from Haiti. Your parents come from Haiti.
My parents come from Haiti? Not a piece of my parents come from Haiti. No one in my family from Haiti. But hold on, listen. Hold on, you don't have to row because I won't let you talk. I want to hear what you have to say. I just want to make this clear to you. No one in my family come from Haiti, but if they did, I can't hear you, but I can let you talk in a minute. If they did, there's nothing wrong with that. Hold on, listen before you talk. Listen, because the two of us can't talk, but I can let you talk. My parents don't come from Haiti, but if they did, there's nothing wrong with that. We have no problem with Haitians. What we want, listen, it don't matter where they come from. What we want you to do is come here the right way.
You find Haitian sweat on that, work on that, put the block down, put the tie the steel. What now you can't enter full to the nation, man? Come on, man.
Say it again, I couldn't understand you.
If you acting up like that, you're gonna ever get nowhere. We could support you, right? We could back you up, right? But the way you act, you're gonna ever get nowhere. Don't forget, Haitians build the country, you know. Each building is in the Bahamas to have an Haitian.
Boss, you know Haitians build this country. The blood, sweat, and tears of Bahamians build this country. All right? Bahamians taught Haitians how to do masonry when they was doing crooked buildings. All right? The blood, sweat, and tears of my forefathers built this country. We fought for this country. All right? And we paid every Haitian that worked, we paid them to work. We built Haiti. All right? Because our money was sent over to Haiti to build Haiti. Now, I don't want you to get something wrong. Listen to me. Listen to me carefully, all right? Listen, if you don't want to vote for me, you ain't got to vote for me, but you ain't taking over my country. You're not taking over my country. Go build Haiti. You talking about Haitians building the Bahamas? We don't need you building the Bahamas. We need you to go build Haiti. All right? Because when it was my time, I went and I helped Haiti when the earthquake happened. I full of plane up with supplies and I went to Haiti.
Listen to me. Haiti, you say this again. You look like you're smart. You're a knowledge guy. I respect that. At the same time, why? Remember Haiti like that? We isn't Haiti like that because of key of nation. Then why do was put us enslaved? This is what they get us paying for. It's not Haitian people might choose to Haiti to be like that. Think about it. They just that when we've been fighting. Take their ass out with now why they say, hey, them little poor black nation and then why they think they open there. I could push them back, I could get them back.
People are telling me to hang up on you, but I'm not gonna hang up on you. I want them to hear you. I want them to hear this.
You need to put them together. So Haiti is your cousin, it's your brother. Haiti is just a key of nation who pop up the change.
Answer a question for me. Answer this question for me. Hold on, man. You just talking and you're making no sense. Answer this question for me.
So if you can remember that, buddy, I saw it for you.
Buddy.
I respect that again.
Answer this question for me. You can answer my question or I can hang up on you. Because I don't have time for this stuff you're running around with. I'm willing to talk to you.
Listen to me.
No. You can listen to me. Answer me this question. Answer me this question. You said Haitian is my brother. That's my cousin. I have so if you have a cousin, all right, and you have your house, and you come home one day, and your cousin break in your back window and throw your daughter out the room, and they living in your room, and they refusing to leave. They didn't come in your house with your permission. Is that okay? Is that your cousin? Is that okay?
No, it's not okay.
If another Haitian brother come in your house and you just meet him in your house and he in your fridge drinking what he put the water in his hand and drinking your water, using your toilet, you don't know this man. He just come illegally in your house. Is that okay? All we are saying, my brother, all we are saying is come the right way. Listen to me carefully. I want you to take 2 minutes and listen to me, and you will understand my policy on Haitians. Yes, they are wrong, and I'm glad you admit that, because that's all we are saying. I am not against the Haitian people. I put my money where my mouth is and spend tens of thousands of dollars, actually more than that, to help in Haiti. I have rebuilt Haiti. I got corn in my hands. I moved down there. I lived in Haiti for 2 years. I know Haiti better than most Haitians who are Bahamians of Haitian descent. I lived there. I went there and I helped. All right? I helped thousands of Haitians. So don't think I hate Haitians. All right? I help them. What I have a problem with is, if you come to my country, come the right way. Let me tell you my policy on Haitians. Please listen to me, all right? Because I'm not against Haitians. I don't want you to misunderstand me. I only think you should come here the right way, and I don't think that Haitians should be forced to live in shanty towns. I don't think no one should live in a shanty town. I don't think your children should have to live in shanty towns. Listen to me first. Listen to the whole policy. Listen. Listen. No, hold on. Listen, you was talking long. Listen, because you misunderstanding the policy.
Give me 1 minute. When I if you want shut it down, I'm living in Fort Lauderdale. If you want shut it down, I could drive in my job with that. Next 15 minutes, I could call you a video call. Shut it down in where American live on it, white American, black American, Haitian, and the Jamaican, all nation. Shut it's something all over the place.
Do you listen to me? Listen to me. All right. Listen, because what you just said makes no sense. If you say they got some what you call shanty town, listen to what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if shanty towns everywhere. No one should live in a shanty town. It doesn't matter if they sell cocaine everywhere. No one should be using cocaine. You can't tell me, well, everyone uses it. That's a stupid argument. All right? What I'm saying is, no one in our country should be allowed to live in a shanty town. Your children should not be forced to grow up in those conditions. It doesn't have to happen. What we're saying is, we are going to build the New Bahamas. Listen carefully. We are going to build the New Bahamas. Haitians, Filipinos, Chinese, Americans are going to have to help us build this country. Come the right way. You're going to have a job. Your workplace is going to have to make sure you live in an apartment or a house. The problem, I was a police officer. And you know what I used to see all the time? I used to see Haitians would get robbed, and they couldn't make a complaint because they was here illegally. So people would target, you ain't listening, you know. And that's why you have this false impression. What we are going to do is going to benefit the Haitians living in this country. Our policy is, these PLP and FNM is using you all for political gain. All right? What we're going to do is going to benefit you. You're going to come the right way. The Bahamas is going to be built up properly. You will be able to put your money in the bank, have a driver's license. Your children are going to have electricity to do their homework, to iron their clothes, to go to school, and you're going to live in a decent situation. All right? You're not going to be living underground. You're not going to be stooling in a bag and throwing it in a hole. All right? You're going to be living decently, in decency and in order. We're going to get this country back in order. All right? And that's all we want. And so Haitians won't be getting robbed and can't go and make a complaint because they're here illegally. All right? And I hope you understand what we are saying. What we are talking about is going to benefit the Haitian community. But you're going to do it the right way, because if you come here illegally, we are going to first, we're going to send you to jail. You can do hard labor, and then we can send you back and you can't come back. But if you come the right way, you're going to help us build a new Bahamas. It's simple as that.
Listen. All my time between together, I spent 21 years in the bar. I could say I know more. With now, I'm in state. Every client I go to, they, you're Bahamian. They call me Bahamian Sweet Shoe.
Yeah.
And I say, yes, I am a Bahamian. I'm glad to be. Even I'm Haitian. When they call me Bahamian, yeah, I say, yeah, I am. I'm Bahamian. This is a beautiful island. I love Bahamas. Whatever I can do, I still could build my house over there, became my retirement place. It have to be Bahamas, and I don't hide in that. I love Bahamas. I don't know if you know Dale Davis from Agasso Suite. This is just like my stepfather.
I don't know. Let me ask you something. Hold on. Let me ask you one more thing. You heard the video with the Minister of Immigration just gave citizenship to a dead man's wife. We don't see any application. We don't see any process. He just decided to just give her this certificate just like that. Do you think that that is right and that should happen? When there are other Haitians who've been applying the right way?
The guy who just married yesterday, right?
Say again?
The guy who just married yesterday?
Yes.
I know him.
Yes.
All right, what happened, right? The guy there, he was a Bahamian citizen. He's a Haitian for real, but I know him well good. He's a Luby partner.
Yes, he's Luby's partner.
And he was bright for your wife, you know. He was bright a long time. To get you a visa to come over and stay, and that I don't know, certain thing, taking.
He didn't apply a long time. He just got his citizenship under Keith Bell. Keith Bell gave him that.
I know him long time. When they put together with now.
He worked to super wash.
Listen, I send money over there, you know. From me and my brother there, why we same go.
You didn't answer my question. Do you think it's right? Do you think it's right at a funeral for the Minister of Immigration to do what he did?
At the funeral, but wait now, I understand that as a woman man. Listen that. Something we can't stop. From Jesus' time, we was having from Jesus.
Now, let me answer on something you said. Something you said earlier. You said it destroyed Haiti. Let me tell you what destroyed Haiti. Corruption destroyed Haiti. All right? Haiti fought for their freedom. And then you know what they did? When France said, listen, because they just beat the people who was there in the outpost. That was like a little outpost. They outnumbered them, which was good. All right? I'm proud of them. When France said, listen, we're going to bring all our forces and we can take over Haiti, make your slaves again. Unless you all pay us, they said, listen, we'll buy our freedom. And they decided to pay instead of fight. All right? They bought their freedom. All right? And the corruption in Haiti has always been the problem. All right? I lived there for 2 years. Every time election is coming around, every time the government starts to do good, you know what happens? They go around and they offer a couple dollars to some Haitian people to go and do protests, to start a fight against the government, no matter how good the government is doing. They offer them money to go and protest. And the people take the money. You need to stand up on principle because you don't have to take the money. You don't have to fight your own government for the rich oligarchs, for the foreigner. It is corruption.
Listen to me. You see that? I take your number from your life, and I could save it. I could always try to talk to you. I could always call you.
Yes.
I could always know what's going on. But listen, things happen in Haiti. These people are hungry. Who's hungry now? Go and get the food. We're going to grab it and eat it. And some people turn around on you, second around on you, right? Make things work like that. And they know that right now you see they kill the president. You think that DEA, CIA can be able to find who killed him a long time? Why? When the reason that they still investigate from 2 years. Next week will make 2 years now. What do you think about it? Tell me something now. I said, no, let's go at you. Tell me something about it.
Listen, I can tell you exactly what the problem is in Haiti. I live there. All right? It is corruption. The oligarchs want to control Haiti, and so they pay off the gangmen to control the neighborhoods. The neighborhoods is forced to vote for whatever gang is controlling them. That's why this is going on so long. Now, we had enough talk. You could call me off air because I could tell you about Haiti.
Hold on. Last thing, you fully educated. The corruption down there, who put the corruption there? Asian people put it there, or some white man them put it there?
Both.
Answer that question.
Both. I know Haiti. You see, you can't tell just the white man story to me because I live there. The Haitian people in the city, in Port-au-Prince, not everybody, but they are corrupt. All right? There's a lot of corruption there. It ain't just a white man. The people corrupt. Because if you are not corrupt, no one could buy you out. You know how much money government sent off for me? You know how much battles I fought and they tried to bribe me and I don't take no money from them?
Listen, I'm not a Bahamian, right? But I look at myself as a Bahamian because beyond my age, I spend more time in the Bahamas than my age.
Yeah.
I look at you as my brother, as my Bahamas. We need to keep Bahamas safe. But at the same time,
you need to tell your Haitian brothers and sisters to vote for the Coalition of Independence for better Bahamas for everybody. That's what you need to do. Keep the Bahamas safe. We can't turn the Bahamas into what you all fled from in Haiti. And I know Haiti.
No, I'm not that way. But I go that sensation like you need to know what's going on but Haiti go down there like that. It's why the reason. It's not Haitian. We need to understand that they're not Haitian matter. Haitian now is a reason put them rich man, put them people all over the place. They keep Haiti as a reason and they try to make Haiti look bad. Like everyone hate Haiti and go and leave Haiti so they could just go there and get Haiti. This is the reason they fight to get Haiti like this today. Because Haiti not good. They try to make it look like that, like Haiti look like garbage, so everybody could run from Haiti. And next day, now, hey, everybody going, hey, okay, they want from it, let's go get it. Haiti,
I have my number, you could call me. I can teach you about Haiti, all right? But I gotta go. Ladies and gentlemen, I have one country that I could go to, all right? I don't hate Asians, not against Asians, but I love this country. And I can fight for this. You can turn this into that. And so the same way you could blame everybody else for you selling your soul, listen, you're going to come here and destroy this country and sell out, buy out our politicians and think we must just sit down and take that. Buddy, July 5th, 10 a.m., you and the Asian people need to be there too. Since you care about this Bahamas so much. You all can't have this country. I cannot own a piece of property in Haiti. You all protect your country. I can protect ours. Good afternoon, you're live. How you doing?
Everything blessed. All of that talking. Why every time when a Haitian call and stuff like that, they tell us their problems?
They created their problems.
I ain't talking. Why do they? You in another country. And you notice they're reasonable people. They bow wow in. You can't get it. That's their nature. Aggressive.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So you have to fight fire with fire. And again, I don't. Every time when we talk in these apologists, I don't hate it. Yeah, I hate what they does. Real talk. I hate how they score on the line. Real talk. I hate how they take our resources. Real talk. I hate when they go to the schools, we ain't charging them for that. I hate that. Real talk. I hate how they trying to change our culture. There's nothing but murders and tears. I said it. You don't have to, I said it. You understand? I ain't apologizing for nothing. And if they listening, so what? Because that's how you feel about me, then that's how I feel about you. I, the younger generation coming up again. And all of that bourgeois, great, what they be talking about. Demons come with the same strength. I ain't passive. I ain't never scared. You fire, I push fire back on you. You can't call and talk about all Haitian. I don't care about what your democracy was over there. He asked what your bloodline is. You then said it. Move on. And what? You feel what I said?
Yeah.
He can't be questioning you, but you from a team like that. You be human, you sound like that. You ain't no be human. You're an imposter. You breaking our line. You understand what I'm trying to say? You infiltrate on our hospitals. You stealing, the education get bring down, not because of our people, because of you. George was supposed to be entitled to Bahamians. You creating Bahamians, and now you calling them. You hear what he's saying? All right, Bahamian. Then he mixed up himself later down, but he's saying, okay, he ain't no Bahamian. He follow his line good. You have no love for me, so why should I have love for you? And every Bahamian is like, I don't hate Haitian. Yeah, I do. And I real with it. I do. Stand my thing up on when I mean I hate not as a person to person, but I hate what they does. And that can follow me through the beginning until the end of time. Until I get deal with it. So I ain't apologizing for nothing. So if you listening to what I said, every problem the Bahamas get is not from Bahamian citizens. It comes from them, and we have to go. Look what it does to our leader. You understand what I'm trying to say? President Haitian Brave Davis. He don't lift no flag to no rising sun. You understand? Whatever they model rule after, that's what they rule after. You listen to the end of that thing when he give the woman the citizen. How you would start by giving a woman the citizen? They like that feeling of power and sharing and all that stuff.
Yeah.
My mind run back to Discovery. Where you all get the police come there, do the opposite of what he's supposed to do, and a whole nation here you all want. And I sitting back and watching it, how am I supposed to feel? Then you want me come on and say, Louis, listen, this ain't got nothing to do with the COI. But every scope in me, everything in me, believe me when I say, I've been knowing you to get out of this country. You was part of the problem, and you know our Constitution say, you know, anybody would have that paper in their hand if they make you unrest. The government's supposed to evoke that. Why not ain't happened to this man yet? I'm done with that, man. Thanks, Lincoln.
Thank you, man. Good afternoon, you're live. Good afternoon, you're live.
Good night, Mr. President.
How you doing?
You are doing a wonderful job.
Thank you.
You are doing it well. And you keep it on a professional level.
Thank you.
Okay? That's a good job and how you handle that.
Thank you.
Okay? I go on pleased with that.
Thank
Amen.
you. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have time to pet these people up. Again, I am unapologetically Bahamian, and I fight for this. When Haiti needed help, I stepped up to the plate. When Bahamians need help, I step up to the plate. This is who I am. All right? I am unbribable. I don't take bribes. I don't sell out. All right? I stand up on principles. That is what I do. I know they spread all this kind of stuff about me out there, a bunch of lies and a bunch of nonsense. But I don't have time for that. We have one country to save, and either we can stand up for this or we ain't. I've gone almost 3 hours today because I'm extremely angry. I was supposed to talk about our carbon credits. I was supposed to show you all where the money is. We can do that on Tuesday, and we can talk some more about this. I got some more to release. I can show you where the money is. Don't get distracted. I'll tell you something, Bahamas. You will listen to the people who've been lying to you all these years, never tell you with the sovereign wealth fund, never told you with natural resources, in fact, told you we didn't have none. Or you will listen to the person who's been dropping the documents and giving you all the information. You know you ain't getting nothing from them. Some people say, oh, Lincoln's going to go there and do the same thing. You know, guaranteed, they ain't going to do nothing for you. I am going to take this country and give it to the Bahamian people. We're going to defend this. I've put my life on the line. I am all in. I've been arrested. I on bail right now, signing in. Fighting for the Bahamian people. Falsely arrested. I've put my career on the line, my family, my children. I got children. I've lost contracts. Millions of dollars in contracts. Because of my stance. And I still stand. Because this country is all we got. I just asking you all to stand with me. I don't hear you have to work from. You didn't have that day off. And soon ain't gonna be no work for your children because you have to work. Good afternoon, you're live. Okay, we lost that call. July 5th. See what happens. You at the work, you see what happening now? Our children losing jobs every day. You will lose your job if you don't wake up. We're trying to build a Bahamas that we could all benefit from. The international community is now said what I've been saying. Our carbon credits is worth billions. I told you I was selling dreams. The seagrass alone is worth 156 billion with a B dollars. We believe that there's 150,000 Bahamians over the age of 21. That's $1 million for every single Bahamian dollar. But you just want to be up here for now. Good afternoon, you're live. You live, good afternoon.
Hello, Ben.
I'm here.
I have one thing to say to you. Do not argue with a fool, because if you do, people wouldn't know the difference. I'm talking about the caller a while ago. So you keep fighting, brother. You keep fighting.
Thank you, and I want you to understand one thing. I want the Bahamian people to hear the attitude of these people, because it's nothing like seeing and hearing with your own ears. I wanted them to hear it, and that's why I let them keep talking.
Yes.
Thank you, man.
Yes, my brother. All the best.
All right. $156 billion. I was talking to you about the mangroves, which we believe would be worth $15 billion instantly, just like that. That's $100,000 for every Bahamian. We didn't touch the aragonite, the sand, the limestone, the soil, the natural resources yet. That's just mangroves. The seagrass is 10 times that. There's more seagrass than mangroves. 10 times that. $156 billion. But y'all run. You're talking with PLP and F&M. Y'all letting these paid trolls who fight for contract and saying the contract ain't enough, they still got bills. You're letting them insult the New Bahamas. Stand up for this New Bahamas. Do not be ashamed. Stand up to these trolls. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Alfred said it's worth $33 trillion by 2030. It's only less than 200,000 Bahamian adults. Y'all want to stay broke? I went to the food store today and I buy a couple things and that was like $150, and it's like there's a couple things I'm carrying in my hand. That was $150. $100 just to fill a trolley. Electricity going up. I was supposed to break y'all down with some documents to show you all why it's going up. The fuel surcharge here have nothing to do with the cost of fuel. They raping y'all. They stealing the money. I can show you all what they do. NIV, they rob y'all. But they won't talk bad with me. Well, tell the trolls when they find their perfect person. I don't know who they want me to be good like. I don't know who they want me to be perfect like. You want me to be perfect like what? Brave? You want me to be perfect like who? Pinta? Minas? You want me to be perfect like Perry? Listen, man, trying to block out this country. Over the next week, they got all kind of stuff to say. They can bring up all kind of stuff. They may try to arrest me for something. What the last thing was? Then before that, I couldn't travel. I was on a terrorist list, and they just bring up these stories, and people just share it. And people call me and ask if it's true. Listen, they're gonna find some story by tomorrow morning. It could be some story. By next week, it could be some story. If you call me and tell me you see something on BP or one of them paid political sites and you want to know if it's true, I will be really disappointed in you. Because you got to be beyond stupid. None of their stories has been true. But you still sharing it? Every week is a different nonsense. Every time we about to do something big. So we say we're going out on July 5th. I can look at my calendar. So we say we're going on July 5th. Listen, Fred Mitchell, them, they can find all kind of stories to come with. Okay, my calendar clear on that day. July 5th, eh? Let's block this country out. It's two options. If enough of you come out and demand that the government step down, the government must then push back because you got to prove that you're serious. And then once you refuse to let them push you back, they can get a call from the international community. But people came out and told you to step down. Or if not enough of you come down, you come and you demand a resignation of Keith Bell. That man can't spend another day. And so we're going to do some press release. We're going to go to the media houses and we'll let you see them refusing us. We'll let you see them. Stay focused. All right? Stay focused. Everybody, let's get in line. Let's get ready for war. We got to save our country because some people with some bad attitudes invading us. And they're paying off our people. The modern pigeon bee happened because Penland sold out to Edison Kedem. Because they wanted to bring the Haitians in. That's why when Loftus Rogo tried to fight it, they stopped. Because Penland got paid off. That's how it happened. That's the FNM working with PLP. They created this problem. We can fix it. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not standing down. Remember, some stories are going to come out. I don't even, like, they just come up with stuff off the top of their head, so I can't. Listen, don't pass their stuff, and don't call me asking me if it's true. All right? I don't stand for that. The old weapons ain't gonna work no more. But July 5th. So I'm going to go live again on Tuesday, unless something happens in between series. I'm going to go live again on Tuesday. I'm try to get on Steve McKinney show this week if he's back up and running. We're going to do what we have to do. But I am going to be the Minister of Immigration in the New Bahamas, the first Minister of Immigration. We clean this country up because I have the courage to do it, and we are going to do what we have to do. If you show up, you got the band. All right? Remember, we showed up at the Prime Minister's office, and they had to put some of the things we were saying in place, but they did it as a trick. Let's stand up and fix this country together, man. I'm calling on all Bahamians, white, black, Chinese, all Bahamians. Let's save this country, man. You see what Brave them doing? Right in your face. Right in your face. So we're gonna give Brave Davis 1 week to fire. 7 good days to fire Keith Bell. I ain't say resignation. We're gonna give you 7 good days to fire Keith Bell. If you resign, I mean you weak. Because if I am Prime Minister and any one of my ministers do that foolishness, and he said he ain't doing this when he did it on behalf of the Prime Minister and the cabinet. But if any one of my ministers do something like that, they're fired. Time to stand up. Tuesday we can talk about carbon credits. I'm going to show you the numbers, answer your questions, your family questions. I'm going to talk about BPL. Y'all getting raw. All right, there's a lot of stuff going on. And we're going to talk more about this immigration stuff. They giving out like candy. The stuff y'all seeing in the papers, they giving out citizenship without putting it in the papers. They're breaking the law. And as you can see, that woman was evidence of that. Stand up and fight for our country. It's only one we got. Stand up and fight. Just ask you to stand with me. I can take the blows. I can take the attacks. I can take the slander. I can take the financial sacrifice. All I ask is you stand with me. July 5th. I pulled that date off the top of my head. I didn't come here planning for that. But I ask you to stand with me as we stand up and fight. As we stand up and fight. Ladies and gentlemen, we got one country, and the Prime Minister didn't tell you he's looking out for them. He's looking out for them. I'm angry. Someone says Pinewood Current just came up on. Pinewood, I asked you to stand with me. Share this with your family and friends in Pinewood and Michael and anywhere the current was off and they couldn't watch this. It's also on YouTube. Pinewood, stand with me. Their biggest fear is me in the house. If I was in the house, my flooding problem would have been fixed already. Pinewood, send a real man to the house of assembly. Get me in there. That's all you gotta do. Just get me in the door. Tear that place up. Spring cleaning. Spring cleaning. Bahamas, I want you to know that I love you. I'm praying for you. I'm fighting for you. We got one shot. After this election, we're going to be outnumbered. Grave David said, make it sure that this is the last election and we will have the majority. Well, come up. It's war time. See you next time.